What's up, everybody? Tropal Jigun taking a look at the ILW halls here in the PTU, 2 weeks ahead of the actual show. This is Wednesday, April 30th. And they just dropped a PTU update.
Their reps and engineers are a common fixture at the Academy and naval bases to try and get first-hand accounts of what works and what doesn't in their ships.
Pretty sure this is where the Starlancer TAC is going to go because it's a Musashi Industrial Starflight Concern plaque. And then over here we have an Anvil logo. And no ships, so clearly this will be something new. There's actually a little tiny area over here. Not sure what this will be. Warning, screen disconnected. Let's check out Event Hall 1 and 2.
Though not nearly at the numbers that our UEE Army brethren order, launch week not only provides an opportunity for
Fighter Hall. Yep. Got the Arrow, F8, Guardian, Scorpius, Gladius. They're doing a much better job this year with the staging. They're adding more chrome, more bezel.
Invictus launch week is a great opportunity.
Platforms are just a little bit more interesting.
As members of the Empire, it's your
I like
right
it.
to inspect the latest acquisitions of the UEE Navy.
Let's move on to the next hall. You get to hear my character panting as he's running.
Though not nearly at the numbers that our UEE Army brethren order as a duty Navy maintains service.
Let's head to Hall 2. We have Argo, we have RSI. It's interesting how the floor is laid out here in the P2. I'm not sure how that's going to translate into 2 weeks because normally, the shows are multiple weeks long because each day, it's a different manufacturer. But in this layout, all the manufacturers are kind of on the floor at once, so I'm not sure. Well, at least we have Anvil and RSI. And we saw Aegis in the other room, and we have Argo. Of course. Let's continue on to halls 3 and 4.
Logistics, transport, or even exploration operations.
We have Greycat. That's the entrance. I know there are blades in here somewhere. We'll go ahead and cut across the middle. So yeah, it looks like there's space up here for a small anvil ship.
expanded their roster of Aegis ships in their fleet.
I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, what could this be? Smaller than a Hornet, judging by the size of the space. It's just not very big. And is this slab of marble? Is this a space for a ship? There's no kiosk. I don't know. People are saying, oh, it's the Asgard. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. It's definitely not the Paladin, because the Paladin is way huger than that spot would afford.
Though they have created some of the most iconic and decorated naval ships in our history, their past was draped in shadow for decades. We are thrilled to see that they have truly committed themselves to building a brighter future.
And we have Anvil on this flank also. Got a Hornet. Looks like a Super Hornet, maybe. Who knows? Ooh, look at the bombs. Bombs, bombs, bombs. Okay. Heading to halls 3 and 4. Everybody here is just like me. They're scurrying around to see if there's anything new. Got the Redeemer, Vanguard, the Hammerhead. And while that's probably it, I am going to waste the time to go behind and check. Because why the heck not? And there's a staircase here, so let's go up it. My quads will thank me tomorrow. And there's a whole lot of nothing back here.
Crusader Industries has been one of the leading manufacturers of commercial.
But they have made all the rooms bigger, right? And you can see, like, it's actually more like a real convention now. There's spaces with tables, places to sit. So they put in a few extra hours to kind of just make it look better. And I appreciate that. Especially with the flag there sticking up the middle of the hammerhead. Moving on. Now, last night, or 2 nights ago when I was in here, one of these had a big graphic that said Combat Hall, and it had a picture of a Argo ATLS. Let's see if we can find that again. Oh, I just wasted a bunch of time.
As members of the Empire, it's your right to inspect the latest
But hey, we get to look at the bombs again, huh? Look at those bombs. Okay. Heading to Hall 4. So if in one day they have Anvil, Aegis, Musashi, RSI, Tumbril, Argo, there's not a lot left. Yep, here we go. Ground combat. Now let's take a look at this. You know, that's the mining laser. Right? Yeah, I think it is. So it's definitely not the Wicklow version. We have our ground vehicles based on the Atlas platform. I forget what they are. The middle one's a ballista. One of these is a Centurion. And I don't remember the other one. We got the Tonks. There's space here in the middle. So there could be something coming in the middle. There's room for that. And then, of course, we have the Cyclone. Another Tonk. And the Storm. I think that's called the Storm. I like the desert graphic in the background. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's continue on. But is that really it? And we went to Hall 3. Yeah, I guess. The 4 halls, we can go underground also if we want. So yeah, it looks like there's space for the TAC. I'm super excited about that. There's potentially space in the ground vehicle room for a small vehicle. There is space on the far side over here for an anvil ship, but not a big space. And of course here in the front we have the Guardian and the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I came out from Hall 3. Something from Greycat. Something from Graham. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it could be a new Greycat fighter? Yeah, I think Greycat was going to release a fighter, right? Somebody was putting in some hours on that. Oh my god, I'm stuck in here forever. The hollow rooms are not open yet in PTU, so we can't check those out. And an Ursa and another Cyclone. So that's it. What are we looking at? Something new from Greycat. I don't think Mirai has anything new. But then why is this space not populated? Who knows? We've got 2 weeks and a day or two until the show. So, you know, it just could be that they haven't added these ships yet. Not that they're new ships, just that they haven't added them. So we'll find out. We'll get a new PTU patch every day and a half. And when I can, I will hop in to check things out.
An active, versatile fleet of ground vehicles as well, whether for logistics, transport, or even exploration operations.
But clearly the TAC's going to go here. And I'm super excited for that. And while there were computing blades on the show floor 2 nights ago, I do not see any on the floor today. I don't know what this is. Like, maybe if the aft of it is over here and the ship's going to face this way, and the front half of the ship is kind of falling over this threshold onto this marble slab, then I guess it could be medium size-ish. So yeah, technically if we're... Oh, and yeah, actually that might be it, because here's a plaque. Okay, so looking at it this way, yeah, that could be something. Meh. Well, that's it. I'm going to get going because this was not exciting at all, and the same stuff they had 2 nights ago. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe.